Hi, I'm Will Glendinning. I'm a live event producer, designer and director. Now, most industries that have to produce and deliver something have a clearly defined structure that exists because it's proven and because it works. A restaurant kitchen has a structure led by a chef, an army led by its commander, a surgery led by the surgeon, and a film production led by the producer and director. Live events are absolutely no different. There is a structure that is proven and that works. Yet I'm still amazed how frequently I find myself explaining this structure to people who are trying to create events, exhibitions, pavilions, or anything live. Almost any issue, be it creative, political, commercial, technical, operational, whatever it is, can almost always be traced back to this structure not being in place or this structure not even being known about. And I don't care whether it's the Olympic Games, a sporting event, a cultural event, military event, product launch, brand event, conference, whatever it is, there are 4 questions. And if these 4 questions can't be answered almost immediately by everyone working on the event and everyone involved with the event, there is no way on earth your live event is being delivered, produced or developed as efficiently and as effectively as it might be. This reduces its value and also diminishes the impact it creates. Question 1. Which one person is the overall lead ultimately responsible for delivering the event? They need relevant contextual experience of having led events with similar contextual requirements before in similar circumstances. They don't necessarily need to understand the content or the purpose of the live event. Question 2. Which one person is the overall lead for all content and all creative direction? This might be the brand manager or creative director for a brand or business event, the competition or sporting director for a sports event, or for a concert, it would almost certainly be the artist. Question 3. Which one person is taking overall responsibility for the physical delivery and production of everything necessary? They need relevant contextual experience of having delivered similar before in similar circumstances. And question 4, which one person is taking overall responsibility for all the logistics and operations requirements? For example, travel, accommodation, catering, ticketing, accreditation and all the rest of it. They need relevant contextual experience of having delivered similar before in similar circumstances. The boundaries between these 4 roles can blur, but getting the right team in place and the right marriage between content and contextual experience is critical. Everyone else involved, account managers, procurement, marketing, whoever, all work with or report into this structure. If you're the client or buyer, you could have this team report into you, or you may even be one of these core team members, the producer if you're right for the job, or the content lead perhaps if you're a brand manager. But make sure this structure is clear and unambiguous. These 4 roles could all be the same person on a smaller event, or they may have massive committees or teams involved. But ultimately, there needs to be a directly accountable individual in each of these 4 roles. On larger, multifaceted events, you simply divide the event into smaller, obvious sub-events and ensure they have the same structure. I've adopted this approach and structure on projects where there's been just me or a handful of people, through to projects and events where there have been over 20,000 people working on it. It works. All events are theatre in some way, shape or form, and these principles have been proven over hundreds of years, so I can't take all the credit. Make sure you have this structure in place, or put it in place, or get those you're bringing on board to put it in place for you. Everything will be less expensive, complicated, and painful this way. So I hope that was helpful. Any questions, just let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.